Morty.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Prometheus Collector, and I'm back with another action figure review. And what we have here is Thor from the Infinity War movie. And to be honest with you, I was playing around with it. I'm pretty impressed. I like this action figure a lot, to believe it or not. It's the articulation is there, the likeness is there. This is one of my second MAFEX, so I am very pleased because usually everybody complains about their MAFEX action figures because they always have some sort of a QC issue with one of the joints, arm falls off easily or something like that. And so far, so good with my second MAFEX. I don't seem to have any type of QC issues. The Spider-Man that I got actually was a re-release, so in other words, it's basically a 2.0. I did hear some of the first release did have some small QC issues that I think they kind of wasn't as bad as some of their past figures, but they said that it did have a few, like the leg will pop off very easily. I have had none of those issues with this one, thank God. Mine's is every single joint on this tight. Like I said, hands down, one of the best Spider-Mans out there. And I did hear that the Marvel Legend new what is it, the classic Spider comic, the classic animated series Spider-Man Toy Biz box one, or you know, they're going with the classic Toy Biz look, which I do like. I'm hearing a lot of good stuff about that. Like I said, I'm not huge on collecting a whole bunch of Marvel Legends. If I do, I usually hand them down to my son if they're not like one of those heavy hitters. But I'm hearing this one is good, and I do kind of want to collect those. But enough about that. It's all about this MAFEX figure, and let's get into it. Not a whole bunch of accessories this time around, so it should be a pretty, I wouldn't say quick video, but not as long as some of my other ones. But I like it, man. I really do. I really do. I like it a lot. I'm trying to get some focus on this bad boy. And the likeness is there. I like it. It has a little bit of Chris Holsworth likeness in the face, if you look at it. He actually has that scar that he got from Ragnarok when he gave him the horrible haircut that he got when he was in the tournament with the Hulk, if you guys remember that. Spoiler if you did not see Ragnarok. But I'm really not going to talk much about Ragnarok, but I'm going to try to, you know, give a quick turnaround look with all of the details and head sculpting and all of that jazz. So I'm liking it, and this is the fully armored one, so it's really nice. The let's go into the articulations. The waist swivel is all there. It's got like a double swivel, and there's actually it's like a two-part action figure. It's almost like you get two in one, so I'll get into that in a minute. And I thought they were going to do something where you take the arms off and pop it off, but they did not do that. But we got double jointed arms. We got that bicep swivel, which is nice. Arms go out, stretch out pretty far, like I said, with both of them. We do have double jointed knees, but I feel like his is kind of not as great as I would like, but it's still good. Head moves fairly up, but it does have a little bit of like a neck, shoulder, or neck hindering from like the collar of his armor, so that as well. We do have good ankle pivot, toe hinge, and the wrist moves all the way around because you got interchangeable hands. And that's about it with the articulation. It's fully articulated for a Thor action figure, and like I said, I really like this one a lot. And we get bendy wire cape, so you can really get stylish with this. You can get really freak it. And I'm going to put him to the side for right now. And we'll talk about some of the accessories he comes with. Like I said, he doesn't come with a ton. But, all right. So one of my QC issues, and it was staying on for a while. But while that's off anyways, we'll talk about it. And I'll show you kind of why those pop off. If I can find one of them. This is not the right one, but these like little pegs on his shoulder, I always keep saying shoulder, but his armor suit, you pop these in there to give it that nice, if I can get the focus, it gives it a nice electricity effect because he is Thor, he's God of Thunder. So they gave you some effects that you can replace for the black ones if you want to get that supercharged look with him. And my only gripe is that we got, theoretically, 3 head sculpts, and none of the head sculpts come with like a teeth gritting, mouth opening, anything like that. We just got a regular Chris Holsworth head with his mouth just completely always closed and serious. Even with the head that has the see, I think this dot stay in there good, but I'll leave him right there. Even the head that has the all white eyes when he's going into that power mode where he's transforming into his armor mode and getting his swagger back, and you know, he's pretty much unstoppable once he gets that thunder going through his body and his eyes turns all white like this. But I would have liked to see the add like a mouth of him gritting his teeth or kind of screaming and yelling at the sky, so you can give it more of an action look. Just straight serious, all of them. Mouth closed, no mouth open, just completely serious, not playing. But it does have some nice sculpting. It just, I don't know, I would have rather have one with gritting teeth at least, or like I said, a yelling mouth. So it does come with 2 open palm hands. Obviously you gotta have 2. But they gave us another set of open palm hands, which I don't know why we got more open palm hands. Now everything's falling off my little diorama table, but see, nicely sculpted. They're good. Nothing special, but also we got to talk about the Stormbreaker, because that's like the most important part of this. Kind of like the Leviathan axe from God of War. But this also comes with an effect that just fell off, but you can take these off. You can leave them on and off. I like having them on. That's me. If it sits in there. This one back here doesn't like, if you find it in the grooves, it sits in there pretty flush. And it goes in Mr. Thor's hand pretty easy. Pretty easy transition putting it in his hand. And but I'm not going to do it right now because I do want to show you something that they did add. And this actually comes, this is what I was telling you guys. It has like a transformation where you can take the top torso off and replace it. And I'm going to do that on camera. It's pretty easy. Let's get into it. Let's show you what it looks like. And pretty much I'm going to pop these off first because you got to put that onto the, see, that thing is going to be annoying. See, now I have a QC issue and I don't want to super glue that. But I think I got an idea with that little tiny piece that keeps popping off. But I'm going to leave it off. But first, you got to pop the head off. You want to pop fully to the neck. It is a double jointed neck. So we're going to take that off. And we're going to put it on his alternate body switch out. And he has this like little V thing. So you want to look for that groove. Is this the right one? Nope, this goes over here, I believe. You'll feel it kind of snap in, and this one has like a little V shape. If you see like almost like a Pac-Man mouth opening, you want to kind of line that up like that. And then pretty simple, pop Topper's torso off, and then put that to the side, and voila, boom. Now we got the alternate body piece and my little peg that flipped out, and that came in the package with the fisted hands. So you do get fisted hands if you're worried about not getting those. And that's probably gonna bug the hell out of me with this one. I don't know why. I didn't have any problems sticking it in there before, but it doesn't want to stick in, so we're gonna leave it off. That's a little bit of a disappointment. But let's get into some quick size comparisons before I end this video. We talk about, oh yeah, I gotta talk about some of the effects too. There's one more effect that you do get before I finish it. I'm gonna show you that effect. And this little stupid peg that just doesn't want to stay in. I don't know why. It should. It sticks to my finger, and it's like, all right, now it's like in, but it's not fully in. But one of the cool effects that I did not mention is that you can put this on his hand to make it look like he has the electrical charge going up for when he's putting his hands up in the air looking for Odin, his father, sent him the strength of the electricity. Big Thor. And I like how he has his, his muscle. He got the muscle form. And like I said, this moves around. This doesn't pop off. It's not like if you did pick up the Figma Genos. That was a bad move on him. I mean, he should have did something on the line of that where there was like some type of a peg that you can peg into the legs for if you wanted to put him in that little pose that they gave you where he's kind of kneeling. With this, very nice, quick, like build a figure, pop it on the upper torso joint with a ball joint, and it moves around perfectly. It does not pop up. It's very sturdy, and that is always a good thing. So let's get into a size comparison. And I would have liked him to add like some sculpted veins into the arms because he is a big diesel dude, but he's still muscular to a certain extent. Let's put him up to the next. I feel like he's taller than Spider-Man, but Spider-Man is not that much shorter than him, even though this is an adult Spider-Man, but Thor is a very tall dude, so he should be a little bit taller. And let's put him up against one of my favorite Iron Mans from Comic Cave. I'll size compare some up with him real quick before I end this video. Let's see. Boom. There he is. And I feel like he's taller than, he's taller than Tony Stark's, but that should be right. So he is a little small, but not that huge. I mean, not that small than other figures, but I think that wraps it up, man. That is the MAFEX Infinity War Thor. Oh, box number 104, and a quick look at the box. I know everybody likes the box. Let's take a look at the box. What's in the box? It's got Infinity War, Thor, and some poses that you can get him in, and those 3 head sculpts with none of them with gritting teeth or mouth opening, and the Stormbreaker. Like I said, it doesn't come with a ton, but that is it. That wraps us up. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Prometheus Collector is out, and I'll see you guys soon on my next action figure review. Peace. Stay safe out there and wash your hands.